Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the morning roast. I am, of course, Sugar Chris. And with me is Mr. Nandor Fox Shaffer. How do you say that last one? Shaffer or Schaefer?
Schaefer, and it's a Nandor actually.
Nandor. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
I,
No
I,
problem at all.
I
Yeah.
seen that.
I'm
Uh,
so glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I heard about that. Was it called Andor or something from Star Wars? So I guess that's why
Yeah, that's
that way.
right. Yeah, and there's only one other character that I've ever seen in media that's somewhat popular that has my name, and it's What We Do in the Shadows, that vampire comedy show on Hulu.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and one of the main characters in there is his name is Nandor. So I finally felt represented in a
you know,
story.
you know, made it.
Yes.
Oh, I watched the movie What We Do in the Shadows. I watched the movie, but I
Yes.
have not
Oh
watched
man.
the show. I actually
The
really enjoyed the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, the movie is great. I still actually I've been meaning to watch it in October here since we're getting to like spooky season or we're in spooky season. But um yeah, I think the show it's definitely it has its moments, but I think the movie still surpasses it in terms of how funny it is. But
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big what's his name? Taika Waititi. I'm not a
yeah.
big fan of
Yeah.
his work, but I do like that movie. That movie was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see. We got Pale Rider popping in early there. He's got his out. Oh gosh, he must be drinking. Yeah, he's already starting. He's starting with the Bears. What crabs? What? Emoji translation: Chris got drunk, did it with a bear or three, and ended up with crab. Shut up, Pale Rider. Exactly. So we're off to a good start. Let's see. What's this? Making New Orleans style red beans today. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wonder what those are.
Yeah, what's
What
New
those are like.
Orleans style? Let's see. Pops is here. He says Nondor is the real deal. Been following this career for a few years now.
Hey, Pops. Yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah. It was like I was telling him. I remember his Man-Child and Seasons books. I've seen him on the crowdfunders, but I've never had him on. So let's see. Chris is disqualified for the shirt. Oh, come on now. I, I have had this shirt for ages. I think since Cataclysm came out. I'm not even a big fan of that expansion. I don't even
Yeah.
remember why I have it, but I've got it.
It's a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been sitting in my closet, and I needed a shirt, so I threw it on. Soul says, of course, Soul is our chat host. He says, "Welcome to the weekend roast, where we say rise and shine, princess, and don't mean sugar or sim, but the main character of the new story by our returning guest. Good morning, Chris Nondor in chat." Well, I mean, I could use the rise and shine, princess. So I'm kind of tired. Sleep has been rough lately. Getting sleep has been a bit rough, and I've been really busy this week. He's got the
Yeah.
links already. Thank you, Soul. And he's already putting the links out for your socials. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
Soul. We got something inevitably sarcastic. Says sup. Is that you,
Sup?
Richard? You're always changing your name. We got Mr. Brink. Hello,
Hey,
sir.
Dave.
Always good to have you in here, Mr. Genuine Comics. Make some cool looking books. Pop says, then don't promote it. You got shirts that you believe in. Why can't wear those same shirts all the time? There's McGee. Hey, McGee. Always good to see McGee. McGee currently has a ask me anything post on Twitter. So go over
Oh,
there. So Pale Rider, there's your chance. Go ask her some embarrassing questions. All right. Mr. Nondor, how's your morning going?
it's going well. I've sort of had the same, I think, the same week that you've had. I've struggled with sleep, and it's been a really busy week. So I feel like we're in the same boat here. But and then on top of launching a campaign, I think that's added to my racing thoughts. Waking up in the middle of the night, going, what am I doing? Am I, how's it going?
Yeah.
How's the campaign doing? So,
Do we need to go
but
back?
it's been, yeah, always, always looking for that. But no, I'm excited for my weekend. I'm glad to be here. Starting off the weekend strong and just gonna relax and try to promote this as much as I can. But yeah, thanks for having me again.
And let me see. I'll go ahead and bring it up now while we're gabbing. And gosh, I'm looking forward to it. Next Saturday, oh my gosh, this upcoming Saturday, I'm off for a week vacation
Nice. Oh man.
because this it's getting to be starting to get close to the holidays. That's when my work picks up and gets really stressful
Yeah.
and busy. So I need the week off. I'm gonna enjoy that
Yeah,
week
no,
off
you need
before
that
the.
time for yourself. Yeah,
I need
totally.
to I need a break, and it's going to be the calm before the storm probably.
Yeah.
We've got the fabled offering number one, mature sci-fi fantasy one shot. Oh, okay, so this is a one and done. All right.
It is. It's kind of a a sneaky one shot in the sense that it doesn't have to be, but this is a complete story. So you're getting a beginning, middle, and end, and there's a lot that I could do with this world if I wanted to, and depending on how well the campaign does and how much people enjoy the book, I could definitely continue this story if I wanted to. So
Okay. Yeah. So you're a bit you're a bit more open minded with that one shot there. If this thing makes six figures, you'll be like, well, okay, maybe it'll be a number two.
yeah, it's I did so much work on the world building for it, and as I was finishing the story, more ideas were coming to me. And so I was like, well, I don't want people to feel like they're starting this huge long series that they have to get into and keep up with, and like, what if they just want to wait for the trade or whatever. It's like I want people to come to the come to this campaign, come to this book and think, okay, I'm going to get a complete story. I don't have to worry about making sure I keep up with it all the time. And but if you like it so much and you enjoy it, and I get that feedback, then we can continue it in some fashion and keep the world going. So it's kind of I've never done a one shot before. All my other books, I had a standalone graphic novel, but all my two other series, Seasons and Manchild, are longer series, and so I didn't want to put that on the plate for my fans to be like, "Oh, I have to follow this other series too." So I kind of wanted to do something a little different.
Hmm, let's see. And what is this? So what is this fabled offering then?
So the Fabled Offering is a sci-fi fantasy character-driven story about the Grand Princess Aurelia, and she is basically the warrior princess of her kingdom, Telindius. She has just come off fighting the biggest war of their kingdom. It's lasted for so long, and she's in this place where she fears the quiet. She fears like the peace of being having peace. What does she do with herself now that her kingdom is safe and that she saved it? And through a few other actions that I won't speak of for spoilers, it ends up where she has to go on this quest all by herself, um, while carrying an unborn child of hers to this ancient deity called Sizen. And Sizen is, in this world, the deities are called the ancients, and he's the ancient of time. And she has to get to Sizen on uh, this mountain called Gephyra. That if she gets to him, it's not even guaranteed that uh, she'll be welcome in his presence. And it's a transactional agreement where she has to offer something to him to get what she wants. But again, it's not guaranteed. So it's she's risking everything, and she's doing this all by herself. And so it's a really it's a story. It's a character driven story with high stakes that um, is about the impossible choices we have to make when life throws things at us that we never expected.
Yeah, there's hard decisions that does not have that always has a negative to them. I guess.
Yeah.
Um, you said she fears the quiet. That interests me because like I've known women that I've dated in the past who've had like they grew up in like broken homes or like troubled
Yeah.
childhoods, and they needed chaos in their lives constantly because like they couldn't like if they came into a stable home, it was like they couldn't stand it. It was too.
Yeah, it's almost like there was something wrong, and it's like, no, this is actually how it should be.
Yeah, it's like no, that's normal. This is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
no, I need to
exactly.
mess this up somehow. I need to cause chaos and drama and problems. I
Yeah,
need
yeah. No,
yelling. I need arguments.
I know what you mean. Yeah, when you're so used to a specific kind of lifestyle or being around a group of friends, and they're so loud or they cause problems or they're toxic or whatever, um, it's an adjustment to try to um, you know become more of a stable person and realize that, oh, like maybe these people aren't good for me, or maybe I need to start taking more responsibility for my actions.
Mhm. So it says Nandor? No, Chris, it's not that show with Diego Luna. That's an entirely different story. Oh, yes, Skull. I know that. Come on now. Let me see. I'm playing this trailer.
All right.
Screen it.
The Fabled Offering is a 38-page sci-fi fantasy one-shot epic about a lone princess on a harrowing quest to save herself and her kingdom from her own past trauma. Attempting to reach the peak of Gephyra Mountain while carrying her unborn child, Grand Princess Aurelia of Telindius will stop at nothing to meet the ancient Sizen aboard their starship, the Aegis. Will Sizen accept her offering? Hi, I'm award-winning comic book writer Nandor Fox Shaffer, and The Fabled Offering is a project I've had in the works for over a year. Born from my lifelong passion for the science fiction and fantasy genres and properties such as Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Isaac Asimov's Foundation novels, Dune, the Seven to Eternity comic book series, and RPG games like Elder Scrolls and Dungeons and Dragons, The Fabled Offering is everything I adore about sci-fi and fantasy poured into one story. Written by me with art by Marco Roblin and lettering by DC Hopkins, we hope to bring you a mature tale about trauma, sacrifice, and the power of choice in the face of fate and destiny. We have astonishing variant covers to choose from, art prints, Kickstarter exclusive rewards, and very exciting stretch goals waiting to be unlocked, including stickers and trading cards. This is my sixth Kickstarter campaign, and you can count on us, this campaign will be fulfilled. Please pre-order your copy today so we can get this dream book of ours into your hands. The Fabled Offering now beckons you.
Okay. Yeah. That art looks pretty nice. There, it looks kind of reminds me of
Thank you.
like a European style or something comic.
Yeah, no, I've gotten a lot of that. Yeah, Marco, he's from Chile, and he's a huge fan of Heavy Metal magazine and a lot of that 70s, 80s era of like sci-fi and fantasy books, and heavily inspired by Barry Windsor Smith's like Weapon X book and a few other artists from that time. So yeah, you can definitely see that come out in his work, and yeah, it adds a whole new like ethereal, otherworldly alien feel to the entire book, and that's definitely what we're going for. We want you to feel like you're in this other world from page one.
Now I got a question here. We got she's pregnant,
Yeah.
in this adventure. What's the decision there to make her a pregnant adventurer? Just for the story, or pretty
Yeah,
much?
no, it's a huge part of the story because it's a central part because she has to, you know, not only is she going on this quest by herself alone, um, and it's a journey that takes months to get to this mountain, but she not only has to fend for herself, but fend for her child that she's carrying. And so I wanted to kind of turn the traditional warrior princess trope on its head and go, well, we have a strong female character here, but she's also a mother, and like that's like one of the strongest um and most important things you could do. And it's like, I think of like my mom and people's moms that have struggled so much, and single moms and all of those types of people, and how much strength that they have to protect their children and work through things on their own. And so I kind of wanted to feature that, and I thought we don't really see that. It's almost counterintuitive to make a character have that be pregnant. And but I thought that that would just raise the stakes of the story, and it would also make the struggle of her journey even more um, on the edge of your seat, because you're reading this story and you're like, whoa, what's going to happen? What if she gets in combat with someone? How is she supposed to protect herself? She won't be as fast as she normally is.
Right.
She won't have the same, um, her body. It won't be in sync with her like it usually is. So I just thought that would add more of a challenge to the character, then also hopefully make the reader more invested in what she's going through.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see a lot of like pregnant women in comics. I guess the first one I can think of is that Spider. Was it
Spider
Spider
Woman?
Woman?
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
doing that, and
I remember when that came out, and it was really interesting because it's just you just don't see that. You don't really see that very often.
for
And
me, for
um,
me, I wasn't a fan of that
yeah,
because it was like, why would you voluntarily go out and fight crime when you're pregnant?
right,
You're risking,
right,
you're risking your daughter or son in there, like, and there's plenty of other heroes that can go do it. Yeah,
right. Especially in New York or wherever.
like they're everywhere. You can't throw a rock without hitting one. Like I didn't care for that. Like she shouldn't be out fighting crime like that. Like she's just gonna
Right.
take
Yeah,
in
I
a
know what you
child.
mean.
So, but this is obviously a whole different situation. Not like hers. This looks cool. I like this.
Thank
This looks
you. Yeah, that was traditionally painted. That's one of our covers by Will Playton, and yeah, that was one of the first ever pieces of artwork for the story, and was like it's almost more of a concept painting because we've changed some of the character designs along the way, but that was like the basis of what I would work with Marco with and other artists, and kind of getting a feel and a vibe for the kind of story we were trying to tell.
That is one thing I miss. I miss like, was it from the like 80s into the early 90s? You had all that cool art like heavy metal. You had
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Warhammer and like early Warcraft, and you had all these uh different arts coming out.
yeah. I
That were
know,
painted
and like
or really cool and
you don't really
stylized.
see that. Yeah, you don't really see that in comics as much anymore, and it's like you mostly see it for like concept art for like films
Mhm.
or video
Yeah.
games or like Magic the Gathering. It's like all those
Mhm.
artists kind of work in that space, which is awesome. And but like, I'll look at a Magic the Gathering card and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, like this should be like blown up in like a 24 by 36, poster or whatever and like hung up because it's so beautiful." And, I think um I think comics, have lost that, and I wish they would have more of that. And I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it is not trendy or whatever, but it's just yeah, I miss the you don't see a lot of like painted covers
Mhm.
or like more of that kind of edgy, gritty style of
Yeah.
storytelling.
Yeah, like with Magic, gosh, I liked old Magic because you had like an interesting different styles and all these cool things being hung
Yeah,
out. Some of them didn't resonate well as much with me, but others I was like, oh, that's cool, and I liked the variety, and I liked
yeah,
the painted stuff, and you could tell it was all hand done. And then with more modern stuff, it got like where they all had the same style, and it all looked kind of like
mm,
almost like a computer, and I just
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of much interest in it. I've seen they've started adding a little more variety with things like secret layers and stuff. But I was like, I'm not paying. more
Yeah.
money. For,
They want your money for that.
yeah, like let's nickel and dime you for what for more. Ah, like come on now, they're just cardboard rectangles. Let's calm down. Uh, look at that. Oh, that's neat. Look at that. That's
Yeah,
different.
that's another going off what we were talking about. It's that one's one of the covers. It's done by Cortez Flavio, and this is done with oil paints. And so this is a traditional piece as well.
Yeah, this looks neat. Gosh, I miss these kind of things where it's like a little bit taking a. It's in a way it's like taking a risk, right?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
different
I mean,
style. It's something. It's not just what's trendy or just what's some basic art. I think that's a lot of the problems with modern society is all these corporate led things are trying to play it safe all the time. They don't
yeah, yeah.
take a risk.
They're just looking at. I mean, it's somewhat understandable. They're just looking at what is hot, this minute. But it's like I'm more concerned about what's gonna last, and like looking at
Mhm.
this piece of art, it's like, you're gonna have this forever, and it's gonna be so unique to your collection, and you won't have anything else like it. It doesn't look like anything else.
Well,
So
I was that makes me think. I was thinking of the other day. I learned something like back in the night. Was it the 90s? I think it was like 90% of all movies were made by like something like 50 different companies or over 50.
oh
And
wow.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, and now in current day, 90% of movies are being made by like 7 companies. And it's like,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah, it's like I think that's the problem. It's you get these monopolies from these big things. They don't need to take a risk.
Yeah.
They don't have to risk. There's no competition.
Right. Yeah, it's like
There's no need.
there's
There's
only
no
us.
hunger. There's no
Yeah.
hunger for advancement. So they don't have to take no risks or get creative. Uh, that looks good. Look at this one. Oh wait, so is Eyeball Man like? Is he? I assume he's our villain.
He is our villain. Yes. So that's Sizen. That's the ancient that I was talking about earlier. And yeah, I wanted to have a cover that pitted the two on the same cover, and you don't know necessarily if and it's definitely a part of the story, but you don't know necessarily if they're allies or enemies.
Mm,
And they're reaching towards this infant child who you would assume would be Aurelia's child, because in this image she's not pregnant anymore. And it's like, are they reaching in competition for the child, or are they, are they, like I said, are they back to back, fighting off these warriors together? And so I kind of wanted to add some mystery, and I thought, we with all my other cover ideas that I had, this is the only one where we got to see them together, and I thought it would be a really interesting piece to do. And I love how it turned out. I love the composition of it, and it feels very like classic comic book, but like it has it has a lot of mystery to it.
okay. Oh look, he's got like little crab arms down there.
He does, yeah, yeah. And actually, if you look at his feet, they're like goat hooves.
Oh geez, this man. Don't trust him, princess. He's just trying to possess the baby. That's what. It's like that Rosemary's Baby movie where he's just trying to
That's
possess
right.
it.
That's right. Yeah, it's
He's
like
like,
he
God, look
looks
at me. I'm a freak of nature. Let me switch bodies.
he looks evil, but is he? Yeah. So there's kind of a question there.
Oh man. No, he's completely friendly. He's so cuddly. Look at him. I am totally judging this book by its cover. Don't trust that man. Any man with an eyeball in his mouth, I don't trust.
Yeah. Definitely a rule to live by.
Yeah. There she is while she's pregnant. She's got a fancy metal horse.
That's right. So that is her trusted steed, Anobicus, and he's a cybernetic horse that she rides off to this journey with. And this moment here is a moment of reflection for her because behind her is the mountain is their destination that they're trying to get to.
Okay.
But it's raining blood, and it's a moment of indecision for Aurelia, where she's standing there and she's turned away from her destination, and Anovicus is there, her horse is there to kind of comfort her in this moment of like, okay, we're this close, but do I actually want to follow through with what I need to do here? So it's yeah, one of my more experimental kind of somber pieces, but I thought it was a really good character moment that I wanted to portray, and I wanted to like show um, a a character with their animal, and that bond that they have because there's definitely a bond in the story.
Oh,
So
that's
I thought
interesting. So
that'd be pretty
even
cool.
so this like cyber horse then it's got like the intelligence of a real horse. So
Yeah, it
it's
does. It
completely
does.
sentient and on its own then.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's some advanced tech then. It's got
For
some.
sure. Yeah, it's really I love fantasy, but I love science fiction more. And I wanted to try to do a genre mashup book where I could meld the two where it felt like it still all fit together, and that really came down to just kind of how the world operates because um in this world, sort of how in mythology, we talk about Prometheus like bringing fire, to humanity or whatever. It's like the gods in this world they brought they brought that in a sense, but it was technology, in a more sophisticated way rather than just the simple act of rubbing things together to create heat. But yeah, um, so here in this world, it's like we have both fantasy and science fiction really melded together, where they feel as much as we can feel like they fit together. So you're getting that sword and sorcery flavor, but you're also like it's scratching that science fiction itch where you're like, ooh, like cool technology and tech and things that you wouldn't expect.
Hmm. So we got like a in progress cover here.
We do, yeah. So that one is going to be actually painted as well, by Marco Rudy, who
Nice.
he worked on New 52 Swamp Thing with Scott Snyder, and he did Winter Soldier for Marvel and a couple other image titles as well. But I love his artwork. He actually did a cover for Man Child issue 2, and this is going to be the busiest cover, as you can tell. We're like putting all the characters and all the ships and everything. It's gonna feel more like a movie poster type of cover. But
Okay.
um, he was gonna have it finished, but then he went to New York Comic Con and he came down with the bug, so he
Ah,
wasn't able to finish it. Yeah, so he said he should have it finished by early next week. So, um, but
yeah.
but yeah, I
Sucks.
can't wait
Yeah,
to see it.
got some of that con crud on him.
Yeah, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he bounces back quick. Let's see. I got previews. Oh, look at this wild stuff. Oh, ain't that neat?
Yeah, so that is Sizen, and like I said, he's the ancient of time, and he represents the past, the present, and the future, and that's why we see those three different faces. So, going from left to right, these are the three different faces that he carries, and when he speaks, his face will change. So, depending on which like timeline that he's coming from or he's seeing this, so it's a really complicated thing to figure out when I was writing it, like visually to show someone who is always moving in between the past, present, and future, and like how you do that. And so the easiest and most like direct way I thought of doing that would be let's change his face, and hopefully the reader will be able to follow by how he's speaking. If he's speaking in the past tense, that probably means that's the future face, or whatever. So that was a challenge for the book that we wanted to do. And yeah, he's one of out of all the characters I've ever created for my stories, he's one of the most exciting that I've ever like written and put together. And there's a whole cast of ideas and places I could take his character and kind of investigating how these deities operate.
Yeah, that looks it is a really cool looking page. And so he operates like that He-Man figure I had. You just turn his little head and he changes his face.
That's right. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. I forget the name, but yeah.
It's neat. But that is a cool page. Like, that's a page I can just look at and try to see all the little details. Like, whoa, what is going on down here? What is this?
Yeah, no, totally.
Cool.
And that's page 1. So when you open up the book,
Yeah,
it's
you're
like,
just like, whoa.
yeah. You're like, okay, I have to know more. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, what is this? That is wild. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is nice art. Let's see. Genuine he said 7 minutes ago, he said, that's interesting looking art. So he was admiring your covers.
Cool.
Soul says, crab arms are okay, but goat hooves is where Chris draws the line. Well, you got to have, a line in the sand, Soul. You got to draw it somewhere. Soul says, Cyber Horse, protector of the universe. Cyber Horse. What was, oh my gosh, what was that one cartoon I used to watch growing up? Was it Lone Star? That was his name. He was like a Native American guy from in the future. Like he was like a sheriff, and he had like a cyborg horse.
Oh man, that sounds really familiar, but I don't know. Yeah,
that's gonna bug me. Is that what it was called? Yeah, Brave Star. That's what it was.
Okay.
Brave Star. I had a VHS tape of it.
Nice.
All the time.
Nice.
Yeah, he had no, he wasn't a cyborg. He was just like, oh yeah, he kind of was. I don't know. He was a bipedal horse that was like his teammate or something.
Okay.
Yeah, horse. Yes. So yes. Well, we got Glenn over on Facebook. He says, "Sugar, honey." And Nandor, hope you're having a good weekend. Yes, sir.
Hey, Glenn. Yeah, I've spoken with Glenn a few times. He's a cool guy.
Hey, he's a good fella. Yeah, you've been over there with like Randy and them, ain't you? Randy's over with all them?
Yeah, I have. Totally. I've been on.
Pretty sure I've seen you on there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen you on their streams. Genuine says that is a fantastic character idea.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
About our villain, or is he a villain? I'm gonna say yes. Manny faces. Yeah, there we go. Manny face. Yes. All right, Marshall Bravestar. That's right. Thank you, Soul. Glenn says, great work, Nandor. Art looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how many pages was this? 30. Was
38.
38.
Yeah, it's gonna be 38. We might be adding more as we've been finishing up the book. We've seen potential to like add a few more pages here and there, but as the script stands right now, it's 38. So that's the least it will be.
Yeah, look at this. That is some cool art. Looks interesting. Yeah, and this, of course, since it's a one shot, you're not just going to leave us on one of those cliffhangers, right?
No. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, so like I said, Princess Aurelia's story and like her own personal journey, will have a beginning, middle, and end here. So there's definitely a resolution. But I will say that the world, I hope people want more, and the world definitely opens up. But you get a complete character arc.
Okay. Uh, Sugar 3030 is the cybernetic horse. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, good. I remember watching that tape. I had Cops, the old cartoon show for Cops. I had it. I had
Wow.
a bunch
Yeah.
of little VHS tapes that I would watch that we got from like the dollar store, and I'd watch them. George of the
Yeah.
Jungle. George of the
Oh,
Jungle.
I love George of the Jungle so much. I
Oh my!
watched that
I
movie
loved
all
I
the
loved
time.
I loved Super Chicken. Oh
Oh
my gosh,
yeah.
I love Chicken. Me and my dad would sing the theme song.
Yeah.
You're about to
That's
take a
awesome.
licking. Just squawk the Super Chicken. Oh my! But anyway, I'm gonna go off on a whole tangent there. Let me get back to what I'm doing here. What's so special about this sword that she
All right.
wields?
So, yeah. So, this moment here on this page. So her father has owned carried the sword of Chell. So they're from the house of Chell. And this particular sword, um, it only um, will accept its wielder if it is given freely to that wielder. So if the previous owner gives it to um, the next person to hold it, and so her father has held this sword, and after the war, she is gifted his weapon, and so this moment is a moment of great pride for her and for her people, because she is now the wielder of the sword of Chell, and she's basically getting past this heirloom. And at this moment, everyone is applauding her in the kingdom chamber, except for one person, and we see that person
Somebody
standing in the
seems a
midst of
little
the
salty
crowd.
down there.
Yeah, yeah. So, everyone's like praising her and clapping and having a great time and accepting this victory, except for this one character named Gressick, and he's not having it.
Hmm. So what happens if the owner gets killed? Because they can't freely
Yeah,
give it if they're dead.
yeah. No, if the owner gets killed, the sword somewhat has it's a magical sword. It somewhat has a mind of its own, and it's in some ways I'd compare it to like Thor's hammer, where it finds a worthy wielder.
Hmm.
You have to be worthy to wield it. But
Okay.
in the traditional sense, the way it's been passed down is from owner to owner. But there are consequences for people that wield it that it is not given to. So you can't just pick it up, willy nilly and try to take her weapon, because it will reject you, and the consequences are pretty insane. So you'll see that in the
Consequence.
book.
The consequences are you start growing crab arms and goat hooves. And eye pops in your mouth.
There you go.
Starts like mutating you. Let's see. We got man. That is some interesting art. I miss
Yeah, so
interesting. Look at
that
that.
first shot there, that's the kingdom of Telindius. So we get this landscape shot, and Aurelia there is um, saying a prayer to the kingdom's god. It's Samna is its name, and yeah, this is a moment where she is pleading with their god to find her new purpose after this war is over, and she's begging like, I don't know what to do with myself anymore, and I fear this peace and this quiet that we have. So
I'm gonna ask you a little bit of a side note here, Mr. Nandor. Have you ever seen the movie Major Pain?
yes.
You,
Yes.
you you remember the scene where he's talking about how he's like, I ain't killed me a man in 3 days. I
Yeah.
got it from nothing to scratch.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's
He's
so
like, oh,
funny.
he
I
killed a
love,
man.
yeah. You ever hear the story of the little engine that could?
Is it good? Uh, oh my. Yeah, this is nice art. I do like it. And it does have that heavy metal feel to it.
Yeah.
All right, then we get down to the tiers. Hold on, let me see what people are saying. Power says, "Sing that one more time, Chris." Sing what one more time? I don't know what you're talking about. We got Soul saying, "Of course, Chris got his VHS tapes from a dollar store back in the day." So we weren't exactly rolling in money here. We gotta get it where we can. I had like $1 allowance. We got Paulus Arts. Hail, hail. Hello, hello. Good to see you. All right. So we've of course got the digital option for $6. Now, is this shipping international?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Um, it's a little steep in international pricing, but if there's anyone out there who is out of the US and wants a copy, and the price is too steep for them, let me know because we can work something out, or I can add some extra goodies in there to make it worth your while. But the prices seem to keep climbing, and with every campaign that I've done, I've always sort of lost money here and there with international shipping.
Mm,
So I had to try to save myself that this time around. But
yeah.
like I said, yeah, if anyone has any questions about that, let me know because I definitely don't want it to be a hindrance.
Let's see. What so sugar is Goodwill one step up from the dollar store? I don't know what the rules are. Oh Lord.
Many trips to Goodwill in my day.
They give me hob because I like to shop smart.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like to be frugal. Shop. I follow that Ollie's motto. Good stuff cheap. I haven't been there in a while. I need to go there. I need to go to Ollie's again. I need to go there because sometimes I can find a comic that interests me down there for super cheap.
Mm.
Let's see. Like when I first went there, gosh, they had a bunch of the JSA graphic novels there. I was
Oh,
super
cool.
stoked. I was like, oh hell
Yeah.
yeah, I love the JSA. So I grabbed those up. Let's see. We got to get you a physical copy is cheapest. Looks like $14. Let's see. We got cover B 20, C is 20, D is 20. Collector's edition. What's the collector's edition?
So the collector's edition, you get a signed book by me, and you also get an exclusive Kickstarter art print by Dustin Tyree, which is that little image there. But there's a bigger blown up image of it later on in the campaign page. But
Oh,
yeah, so yeah, you get it signed, and then you get an exclusive art print.
okay. And so these other print copies, will they be signed?
No, they will not be, unless you want them to be.
Okay. Okay. So the difference really with the collector's edition is the collector's edition has signed and has the little art print.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
all right. And then we got copy E and F are both 25. I guess that's because the artists are a little pricier, I guess.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. And of course, the retailer bundles, that's always a nice thing. Sometimes, once in a while, I see somebody get a retailer, somebody gets a retailer in on the campaigns. I don't
Yeah,
see it
no,
too
I've
often.
in the previous ones I've done, I usually have at least like two or three in my area or that I reach out to that usually take advantage of it.
That's
So
good.
yeah, it's something I like to include and keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's always cool because I mean, getting them in your stores that might help get more eyes on your books.
Yeah,
Yeah, might get
exactly.
more people to check you out. Uh, do you do like cons and stuff too?
I do. Yeah, I just did one a couple weeks ago, and I've done a few this year. I don't do very many. I don't do really any big ones. I next year I'm planning on. I'm so my strategy has been I'm waiting to have just a full table of a variety of books, and that way I have kind of something for everyone.
Hmm.
and before I hit like any big conventions. And I think next year I'll finally be at that point where I'd like to do like C2E2 or New York Comic Con, or maybe even, like Baltimore or San Diego. Maybe, I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I would like to hit the bigger conventions. But yeah, I do store signings a lot, and I have my comics in quite a few stores just in my local area, but like in bookstores and comic book stores, about like 10 different places. So I
Okay.
like to do signings, and thankfully my local community is really supportive of local talent, and they love like being a part of those things. So it's really great.
Nice. That's always good to hear. People being interested in like more, indie stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
totally.
because that's where people are being trying to be creative and make interesting things.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like, "Oh, I know that guy," It's, like, really cool
Yeah.
to
Plus,
see
yeah. Plus,
someone
like
.
yeah,
Yeah, make really
you
cool
can
art.
you get the opportunity to actually get to know the creator and interact with them on some level,
Yeah,
and that's
ask
pretty
questions,
cool, right?
Yeah,
And I think I really like that. I don't know what you call it. I just like that. I like that ability to interact with the creator, ask questions and have a more personal connection with them
yeah,
and with the
totally.
project. Uh, oh wait, or that. Paulus says I got some great comics at Ollie's. Been almost a year since I've been there. Yeah, it's been like at probably like that to me too. I haven't been down there in a long while. I might go here in maybe a couple weeks or so. Thanks. I'm learning new things now. I know there is Ollie's Bargain Outlet and Big Lots. Yeah, yeah, Big Lots. Yeah, and Ollie's. Yeah. You didn't know about you. You should have known about Ollie's by now. So we've talked about it before on the show. Come on, good stuff cheap, Soul. Good stuff cheap. Once we get Mom's vehicle fixed, I think I'm gonna run up to Cumberland because I need to sell. I might sell some things, and then I might run up to Ollie's, see what they've got.
Mm.
Let me see here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, okay, okay. Collector's edition. That's for the other cover. I gotcha.
Yeah, it's so for a variant of your choice. So I didn't want to do like collector's editions of like each variant cover. And so what I do when I send out the surveys is I ask you which variant cover you want, and then that cover will be signed, and you'll get the art print and the PDF.
Okay. Your name in the acknowledgments. Oh, like a thank you thing, right?
Yeah, so in all my books, I usually have an acknowledgments page, and kind of like a little producer credit where I list, everyone who's backed it at that tier, and so I wanted to bring that again. So yeah, there'll be an acknowledgement section in the book, and if you want your name in it, you also get the PDF and the signed cover and the art print. So all of my tiers, they're all cumulative. So like as you go from one to the next, you'll get the previous reward. So like if you if you get your name in there, you'll get the collector's edition. If you get the original sketch by Marco Roblin, you'll get your name in the book, and you'll get the collector's edition. So they all kind of stack on top of each other.
Okay. Uh, let me see here. Hold on. Ollie's Ollie's is better sales trend versus Big Lots is apparent in the third quarter 22 guidance with Ollie's. What is he talking about? Ollie's expects
What
4%
is
comps. Why are we getting into the business of Ollie's,
the
Soul?
the financial?
Yeah. Are we going to invest in Ollie's stock? Ollie's is rate plus 4% comps and Big Lots calling for negative double digits. It's also worth noting that Ollie's comparison period is easier than Big Lots. What are you talking about? Yes, Ollie's is better than Big Lots, if that's what you're going for. Let's see. Add Salvation Army to the list. I've never been to a Salvation Army. Let's see.
Really?
They're great. Yeah. That was all me. You can take credit for it. Not available at Ollie's yet. The Fabled Offering number 1. No, the Fabled Offering will never be available at Ollie's because Ollie's is where they dump off all the stuff that don't sell probably. Let's see. But did you know Chris stripped an old lady for a pair of PJs at the Salvation Army? I've never been to the Salvation
He's never
Army.
been to one. Yeah.
Jeez, Pale Rider. Get it right. We've got original sketch by Marco Roblin. Now, how big is this sketch? Are we talking like a sketch card, like a little almost trading card size?
We're talking about it's gonna fit in the comic book bag and board. So we're planning on doing like a 6x8, 5x7 kind of sketch. That way, we don't add any to the shipping costs.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a decent size then. Now, what's the sketch going to be?
It's going to be anything from the Fabled Offering, you know. So like if you want like a sketch of the main character or Sizen, you know, the villain or the horse or whatever, yeah, just anything from that character. If you do want, you know, I don't think we'll do any like OCs, but if you wanted like an established character, you know, and you wanted Marco to draw that, we could definitely have that conversation. But usually when I do original sketches, it's having in mind like it's going to be someone from the book, you know, a character from the story.
Yeah. And Marco isn't going to be drawing any degenerate stuff involving the cyber horse.
No, not at all.
Keep it clean, people. We've got all covers. If you want to collect them all. Oh, okay. So we've got a tier where we can get your other books as well, I see.
Yeah, so if you want to get all of them in one, you know, swing, you can do that. I also have them available individually as add-ons in the campaign. So if you wanted to just get Man-Child issue 1 with Fabled Offering number 1, you could, or if you wanted to get seasons with the Fabled Offering, you could do that. But yeah, they're all available to pick up.
Yeah, so you might find something there for you. There's he's got a lot of different kind of genres there. Different offerings. Let's see. Oh no, Paulus was claiming he stripped the old lady for a pair of PJs. Oh no, tripped an old lady. Okay, he tripped an old lady for a pair of PJs. Okay, that's completely different than we're not.
You're like, yes, I did do that at Salvation Army. I did trip someone.
I didn't strip an old lady, but I did trip her. He says, "Oh, trip that wasn't me then." Okay, yeah. We're not assaulting old ladies. Sugar, where did that come from? I don't know. I'm just talking out of my head. Let's see. We got drawn into the story for 150.
Yeah, so you get to be drawn to the story if you want to be like a creature with like, you know, a third arm, or if you want goat hooves or you know, crab legs or whatever, we could put you in there because or if you just wanted to be a normal human being, we could do that. But yeah, you get to be drawn to the story, and you get an original sketch, and you get your name in the acknowledgments, and you get the signed book and the art print, so you get everything.
Okay. Oh, the horse thing came from where every time I see people talk about like the sketch cards or something, I've seen it often. They'll say like, "Oh no, I don't know, pornographic adult stuff. We don't do any of that." You know, they set little guidelines like that. That's where the horse thing came from. Let's see. Yeah, so the drawn into here. Let me hold on a second. So you said I can get drawn in with crab arms or whatnot. Now, can I get drawn? Can I get drawn in like this?
If you wanted to, yeah.
A little bit of Sugar Chris.
Yes, we could do that for you. That'd be pretty fun.
Uh, let's see. Let's see. We got the add-ons. There we go. This looks. Dustin Tyree did this art. Okay. Is this like
Yeah,
a
he's
print?
actually yeah, so that is the print that you get with the collector's edition, and every tier above that, and you can also add it on if you want an extra one. But yeah, all the prints are available as add-ons as well. And this one though, like you'll get free in your collector's edition.
All right. Rick Rother did this one.
Yeah, that's another art print that you can add on to your purchase.
What is this? First it was a bear. Now Chris is fantasizing about a horse. I wonder which one will be the boss. Oh, shut up, Pale Rider. Soul says, I enjoyed seasons 1 and 2. I've been there. I've seen there is a sign up page for 3. Let me get the link. And there you threw the link up. Thank you,
There
Soul.
is. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually, I had in mind to do Seasons Volume 3 before this book. But we were actually on a really fast pace with this one, and art, and Marco was cranking out the art at a really decent pace. I was like, actually, I think I'm going to switch the timelines here, and we'll launch this book before. But yeah, I'm really excited. We're planning on launching Seasons Volume 3 next year, early next year, once this is all fulfilled. So we'll do that.
Okay. Let's see. Now we got stretch goals. A little chibi sticker. And for once, it ain't 6 a.m. doing them. This is Michael Abstracto doing this one.
Yeah, yeah, I thought it was a really fun little idea to show Aurelia in a chibi form while beheading like a orc or goblin. I thought it'd be really fun.
Yeah, so of course, wait a minute. I seen him. She's got the knife ears.
Yeah,
She's
she
an
does.
elf. Oh no. She's a filthy knife ear. Do dwarves make an appearance in this book? So
to
I have
be
somebody to root
to
for.
be determined.
Uh, let's see. We got a cool trading card. Now, is this going to
Yeah.
be an actual game you can play here since it's got stats and whatnot?
Um, maybe if we're able to make more, it'll be a game. But like if we just unlock this one card, there won't be much to it. But um, yeah, I wanted to just kind of have a prototype mock-up and give you an idea of what we're working around. We're still kind of playing around with the design of it, but yeah, I thought since it's a fantasy book, and a lot of people who love fantasy and science fiction probably play a lot of magic or D&D or whatever. They
Mhm.
might get a kick out of having like a collectible card of the main character.
Let's see. Again with the dwarves. Well, so wait. So Sim ain't here. Somebody's got to bring him up. Yeah, so then we got the option for a trading card, a world map, a temporary tattoo. What is this? They were offering black and white director's cut. What's that?
Yeah, so Marco, before he does the colors, he'll send me the inks, and I've been so impressed with them, and they've been so beautiful that I was like, I want to do a black and white edition of the book. So if we hit that stretch goal, um, every backer is going to get an extra comic. So it's going to be the Fabled Offering, but it's going to be like a director's cut where it has some extra goodies in it, and it's all black and white. So you get the inks, and that way you can compare the color version with the inks, and it's just included in your package. So if we hit that what is it, 10,000, yeah, you'll get an extra comic.
Yeah, so everybody should want to get that then. Get a whole extra comic. Good deal there. Good value. Oh, we got Ace. Hey, Ace. Hail, hail. Let's see. Perfect Bound Deluxe Edition. Now, what's this indie comics bundle here?
Yeah, so I kind of explained it there in bold, but you get once we hit 150 backers, every backer of this campaign is going to get these 5 comics for free as PDFs. So they're all like science fiction, fantasy related. So if you're into that, you'll get all these books for free, and then with every 25 backers and on, we're going to add a new book to the PDF bundle. So. Um, it's just giving out more free comics and kind of giving exposure to other comic book creators that I'm friends with and that I know. And,
Oh,
hopefully it'll, gain some more traction and people will find other books and other creators that they love.
yeah, fun. A nice, fun collaboration there. Good, good, good. Yeah. Well, and I know Nandor that it was in bold, but as folks in the chat will tell you, I don't like to read. I'm gonna have you tell. We get the pie chart. Where's where's all of our money going?
Yeah. Yeah, I promise it's going somewhere good.
We don't. I don't see a chart here for the hookers and blow. But,
No, yeah, that's any remaining funds. No, that's for any remaining.
let's see. And we got our creators here, and what they've been up to. Oh yeah. Oh wow. There we go. The Indie Vault Comic Book Award. Yeah, I forgot about. Yeah, that's been a while.
Yeah, I think Sim won a few awards from that
Mhm.
that too. But
Yeah, he was involved in all that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and your letter has been busy too. I see. He's got a bunch of credits there.
yeah, no, he's kind of worked with almost every publisher. He's a really professional letterer. I'm very lucky to have him.
He's a veteran of this scene.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go back up. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know where you was at backer wise when I started this thing. So I don't know if you got one or not.
Yeah, it was yeah, we're still at 59, so
Okay,
it's
good.
stayed there.
Right.
Yeah.
I know what we're because I don't know if we got a backer or not. So let's see. Wait, has Tucker been here the whole time? Big fan, well, casual fan from afar. He says. Let's see, folks. Yep, that's right. So, yeah, folks. So we got 27 days to go. So we still got plenty of time here to get this thing funded and rolling. Hit some
Yeah.
of those
Yeah,
stretch
we're
goals.
we're in day 3 and yeah, we're like 39, I think 39% funded and it's going really strong. I have a lot of confidence in it. I would love to get to 50% by the end of the weekend. That way we could be halfway there. So I hope we can make it.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's this witch starter? Oh, I guess it's just like a hey, here's spooky things if you want to back them.
Yeah, yeah. So Kickstarter in October, they're doing this promotion where if your book kind of falls along the lines of like, something more supernatural or spooky or fantasy related, you'll get that extra tag and they'll kind of push it for you and for people that are looking in that subgenre.
Let's see. Um, so uh, it's looking pretty good. When do you think you'll be done the book and able to send her out to folks?
Yeah, so we're over halfway done with all the art, and the script is completely done. All will by the time the campaign is over, we should have like 90 to 95% of the art done. So we're hoping to, if we can, finish the entire book by the end of November, or like beginning of December, and then have it all lettered, and then it should be out. My goal is to have it out by February of next year and fulfilled and sent out to backers.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, Mo's here. Hey, Mo. How are you, sir? Hope your
Hey
morning's
Mo.
going well. Oh, Grey Wolf's here as well. Hello, hello, sir. Grey Wolf's got himself a book he's working on. Let's see, everybody's saying hello to everybody. Paulus, are you new, Mr. Paulus? I don't think I've seen you in the chat too before. Is this your first time popping in? Good to see you though. Either way. Let's see. Doing great, thanks. How are you, sir? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Need to work on getting more sleep so I can get more energy throughout the week to get my stuff done at work. But otherwise, all right. Let's see. And what was I going to say? Gosh dang it! Now I've botched my head here. Oh, it says I've only dropped in once or twice before. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you. But yes, so we were just for those popping in, Mr. Mo and Grey Wolf. We're talking here with Nandor about the Fabled Offering. Pretty interesting. Like look at this first page. Let's show the first page again. Look at that. Look at that first page. Ain't that wild? Wow, that's our possible villain? Question mark. Is he a villain?
No, totally. I mean, totally the antagonist of the story. Yeah, no doubt. But definitely, we still have a lot to learn about his history and what the motivation is. But yeah, definitely the antagonist.
No, I'll be the judge of that. I don't know. He might have a point. That man with an eye in his mouth, he makes a good point. Sugar, obvious suggestion for better sleep. There are jobs where you can work during the day. Just saying. My overnight job is not what messes up my sleep schedule. my these streams and stuff are what messes up my sleep schedule. Let's see. All of that looked good. Yeah, it is a good looking book. Mo says, "Is the villain a furry?" I can see why. He's not a furry just because he has goat
I can neither confirm nor deny. No, he's not a furry.
Gosh dang it. Like, look at this art. Ain't this some interesting looking art? Now, let me scroll up and show you the covers, Mo. Let me show you the covers here. I'll show you and Mo. So we've got, this is cover A here. Marco.
Yeah, that's a wraparound. It's a wraparound cover. So
here you go. And we got, scroll down here. Look at this one. Look at that. That's some interesting looking art. We got this one. I like that it's all pretty different looking.
mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Yeah, a little something for everyone.
And we got this here. Let's see. It says, yeah, it looks cool. Sure, I didn't get sleep, but it's not because of my night job. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. I miss Mark. Let's see. Yeah, so there you can see his weird crab spider arms and his goat hoof feet. Do we get an answer on why he has an eye in his mouth?
You have to read the book. Yeah, you have to read the book.
Is he ever worried he's going to swallow it? Let's see. Sugar gets some of the best sleep of his life at work, especially when it's in the fruit section. Shut up, Mo. Paula says that's like some Liam Sharp paintings. Oh yeah, I get you there. There's some good Liam Sharp artwork out there. Yeah, I got Liam Sharp's art book that he did on Kickstarter.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
It came with like a smaller book, like a small comic.
Cool.
Something La Roche. I remember it said, and it had some really great art in it.
Yeah, I picked up his Starfield or Starhenge,
Oh yeah,
Starhenge
Starhenge.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that looks amazing. And
Mhm.
um, yeah, he's definitely up there as like one of my favorite artists who like dabbles in the sci-fi genre.
I'd love to have him on my show sometime, but of course, I am no fool. I know that I won't happen. I'm not a big name fella. Let's see. Sugar having an eye in his mouth is an obvious metaphor for watching his words. Oh, Mo's got some quick. Mo's got that quick wit. He can
I
come up
like
with
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nandor's like, shut up, Mo! Quit giving away all these things.
No, no, no. That's great. I love that. I love the curiosity and figuring out. I mean, my surface level answer would be, he has a veil over where his eyes would be. So that is definitely how he sees and how but there's definitely a greater meaning to it.
Is that like a crown of thorns on his head?
Yeah, so it's a like ruby crystalline material, crown of thorns, and it perpetually bleeds. So that's why there's always blood on his veil. And on that first page, we see the blood just pouring down it. And so that's in his present tense, present form. The blood is always bleeding down the veil.
Okay. That must really suck for upkeep. Always got
Yeah.
stains on you. Let's see. Paula says, I have half the wit. Me too, Paula. That's why Mo always gets one over on me. Say quick whip. Now do it again like Seth MacFarlane. Quick whip. Oh Lord. Yeah, so then we got this cover here, showing off our cyber horse. Having a somber moment. Very tender moment there. And our protagonist Mo is pregnant during this escapade, this adventure, as it were. Let's see, scroll down. And this is the in progress cover. He's got Marco Rudy, who's apparently done some work for the big guys.
He has, yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, really cool looking book. Like the interiors look really neat.
Thank you.
I do like that art. It's visually interesting. There we go. Let's see. I see with my mouth, not with my eyes. Sugar tried that one on his gym buddy when he asked Sugar if he wanted to see his dog. Shut up, Mo. God damn it. I don't have a gym buddy. Dang it. I haven't even been to the gym in ages now. I need to get back to it. I haven't been to the gym in, gosh, months and months. Ugh. That's since my stomach started hurting that time. Let's see. We got the passing of the sword. This man is not feeling it. Not happy.
Not pleased.
This should have been my sword. Let's scroll down. Then we got a nice face shot of our main character. And this is going to be a one shot. So you one and done. You'll get all your story right here. So
That's right.
you don't have to wait a while to get the next one. Let's see. It's a good thing that the covers have all very different styles, something for everyone. Says Soul.
Yeah. Thanks, Soul. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I wanted, like, if you want something really abstract and different, you can get that. But if you want something more, comic book traditional, you can get that too. And I kind of wanted to run the spectrum of art styles for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Sim is showing up or not. I ain't heard nothing from Sim. I'm used to him popping in to talk or popping in late, but I ain't heard from him.
Hmm.
Last time he wasn't feeling too good, so hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
I hope he's just sleeping in. Let's see. Is it pyrosis? What's what? I don't know what
No, yeah.
what is pyrosis? Pyrosis. Oh, heartburn. Using those fancy big terms on me for heartburn. No, it wasn't heartburn. I don't know. I don't know if I just did something to the muscles or what, but it was like it was my lower stomach. It went down in my groin and stuff like that. It hurt. It hurt at one point so bad that I could, like, it hurt and I couldn't leave the bed. And
Wow.
it went on for months. And I don't know what it was, but it went away. It wasn't that bad for months, but it felt like a little soreness. So I stopped going to the gym, and then eventually it's went away now. But yeah, it was. I don't know. I don't know what it was. So I haven't been back because like a little part of me is like, oh man, if I go back to working out again, maybe I'll start hurting again. I don't know. So I don't know if I pulled a muscle or what,
Yeah.
or like did something there. I don't know. Follow Sim and wish him a fast recovery. Yeah, go do that. Let's see. So yeah, everybody check her out. It was 38 pages.
That's right. You got it.
Yeah, remember this time. I keep wanting to say 37 for some reason. Oh, Lordy Lou. Yeah, go check her out. It looks pretty neat. Got cool different art styles there. You got all kinds of different stuff here. This is a really interesting looking, visually interesting book, and
Thank
that's
you.
always a plus.
Yeah.
It's not just like the normal typical stuff you see all the time nowadays. It's something definitely different. Uh, Sugar, okay. I thought it was something related to the 5 sandwiches at 7-Eleven incident. Why would that no, come on now. Why do you keep giving different numbers for that story? It's not 5 sandwiches. I think it was like 4. And why would that mess up my stomach? That ain't even nothing big. Gray Wolf says, I've been going through that the past couple of weeks, but it was a bad case of constipation. Ooh, that sounds miserable. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure it
Oof.
did hurt. Yeah, it wasn't constipation. I don't know what it was. Let's see. Sugar's options were to see a doctor or never exercise again. That's what he said. Going
Easy
to a doctor,
choice.
going to a doctor costs money. What do I look like? Mr. Moneybags? Gosh. Look at that. Let me see here. Let's see. Oh, there's one thing I want to share with everybody. Let me bring it up here. Let me look here. I can find it in a second. All right. Yes. Here we go. So this is a image that Soul shared to Mr. Feed. Boom. Look at that, everybody. Red eyes. Got
Wow.
Mr. Soul over there. Look at that. A fancy box. Got all the books. Looks nice. Yeah, looking nice. Let's see here. I think he sent another picture. Yeah, he did. There it is. I'm going to show it to everybody. So if you're interested, look at that. It is arriving to folks in a nice looking box and everything. You can eventually, enough of these people keep doing these fancy collector boxes, you'll have them all nice, and you can have them all nice and set on your bookshelf looking all fancy.
Yeah. That would look pretty cool.
Yeah, but there you go. It's arriving, folks, and it's coming in good and delivering because Mr. Feed delivers. So there you go. If you're interested, go check it out. Red Eyes. Give our give our boy Mr. Feed a little shout out there. Figured. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, Soul. You got options for Red Eyes. You got Fund My Comic and Indiegogo. Let's see. Sell one of my 40 guns? Not an option. That's right, Mo. What do you think this is? I am thinking about selling some guns, Mo. In all seriousness, there's the four black powders that I got in that trade to the reenactor plumber man. I might sell because I don't really need them. And after spending like $600 fixing mom's tires, I would like to get some money. That was a bit pricey. Graywell says one side effect of the carnivore diet is constipation. Oh, I'm going to lay off it for a while. Wound up in the ER last Saturday.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if it's causing you to end up in the ER, man, yeah, you need to take a step back on that. Wow. Holy cow. I hope you're doing all right now. Dang on. Maybe you could be a carnivore that also eats prunes. Let's see. On print, on the photos is by Dave's boy, Pal Rodericks, who also draws Perfect 10. Yeah, Perfect 10 is a good looking book. Yeah. Pal does a good job. Or one print on the photos. Okay, gotcha. Then we puts the links for Perfect 10. Yeah. Now, are you going to take Fabled Offering to any other crowdfunders, or what's your
I
plan
thought about yeah, it depends. I guess it depends on how well the Kickstarter campaign does, but um I may take it to Indiegogo later on, just to have like an online store option for people that may have missed out. But I'm uh I'm not sure yet. Not sure if I'll do that. So I hope people will. Once we get it funded, I'll definitely think about it though.
Yeah. First goal is funding.
Yeah.
Because I know like Luke with his Fund My Comic, you can put it on there for forever. Essentially, there's no end date and different
Right.
little articles for that. Let's see. Put link. Thank you, Soul. All right. Let's see. Yeah, everybody go check out Fabled Offering. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm glad I finally got to have you on, Nandor.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was great to finally be here and meet you in person and talk. So
Yeah.
great.
And speaking of which, Kickstarter, I did get a update, everybody. I am back on Kickstarter. Kickstarter has unblocked me for the second time. Hooray!
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, they keep banning me. I've learned my lesson. I will no longer be messaging any creators on Kickstarter from now on because I keep getting blocked for it. So, yeah, Kickstarter apparently does not like it when you message creators asking them to come on your YouTube show.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah, they consider that, I guess, spam or something.
Oh.
So then they will basically make it to where you can't do anything on Kickstarter.
Wow.
Yeah, like you can't message anybody. You can't even bring up the campaigns. Like it'll come up, but like it won't show anything below like the top part, like where it shows like the funding.
Yeah.
And so you can't interact with the campaign at all, and you can't message anybody. None of that. So it's like, well, I can't back anything. I can't talk to nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't use it at all.
Yeah. So I'm back on now. So I was like, okay, I'm not messaging nobody at all. I guess I'll try to reach out. And it sucks because like I can't reach out through Twitter unless we're both following each other.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
man, it
Right.
makes it kind of hard to reach out to these people. Let's see. Damn it, Sugar Kickstarter is not a hookup app. Oh, Lord. I'm not trying to do all that. Sugar, you could also be less pushy when asking for free, not safe for work. No, now that brings up another point, Nandor. That's where you went wrong here with this campaign. There's no booby cover. You know,
Yeah, I know. I know.
what are you
I
doing?
could
This
have
is
done that.
Kickstarter. You got to have at least one. Everybody, gosh, it seems like every time I bring up a campaign, there's a booby cover on it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know. I know. I wanted to avoid that. It felt disingenuous to try to do that with a story like this because
right,
it's
like
not.
that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's not where the story's
it's not
going.
a mature tale in the sense of the content of like just being nudity for nudity's sake or whatever. It's like
Yeah,
it's mature in its themes and the kind of story that I'm trying to tell. So
right.
I hope that still resonates with people and that people will find that on Kickstarter and go, finally, not a booby cover. So
Yeah, I find Kickstarter interesting because like it is like that. Like I know people who have started putting like nude covers on their books
mhm.
because it sells more, just because they know
Yeah.
it'll sell a lot more, even though it has, that doesn't, it doesn't fit with the book.
Yeah, like nothing, yeah, nothing to really do with the
But
story.
at the
Yeah.
same time, like full on porn comics don't seem to have like a bigger advantage over normal comics. It's just the
Yeah.
nude covers. Like
Yeah.
that's what I find interesting. It's like no, we don't care about the full on porn stuff. We just want some booba.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay, like I don't know. Yeah, I don't
But
know.
all right,
And
yeah.
it's definitely it didn't used to be like that. I feel like that's something that has really happened in the last year or year and a half or whatever. But I've been doing Kickstarters for about 6 years, and it's definitely changed and what is trending and what people are looking for. But um, there's still some good projects out there I found that are just pretty much true to themselves and true to the story.
No, it's interesting, but it's I don't get it, but I guess some people are really into nude covers for some reason. Let's see.
Yeah.
Sugar Sugar will be DMing you on Kickstarter later with his ideas for a tasteful breastfeeding scene.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh god. Also, with a pregnant woman, it would kind of go into fetish territory, and that's totally not the vibe I get from this. Well, I don't know. That might actually might make you more money.
that might, yeah, maybe I should have done that.
Let's see. Nandor, it's called Weeb Degeneracy. Nandor, do you watch anime?
uh Not a whole lot. Um I'm definitely not an avid watcher. I've seen about I grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball Z and I watched those, but I also have watched kind of more like obscure anime like Charlotte and Elfenlied and
Not Open Line, yeah.
some more, yeah, some more like I guess I don't keep up with it. I kind of watch it when I feel like I'm in the mood.
Okay. So that's not the best answer, but that was still a good answer. Yeah. So there you go.
Thanks.
He's not a weeb degenerate. Mo is very anti-weeb.
Yeah.
Sugar, stop trying to corrupt. Nah, not. Gosh dang it! I keep wanting to say Nandor. Nandor, into your ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, I think there's definitely some great art that comes out of anime and manga and I mean you find some like stuff like Akira and um some of the more like classic stuff. I really, you can see, I respect the work ethic of manga creators and the amount that they put into their work, but I've just never been very, attracted to it, and even though I like how kind of sprawling the stories can be, um, there's something about like Western art and superhero comics in particular that just feels so much more um, approachable and enjoyable for me. But
Good, 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 good. That's what we like to hear. Good job. See, there you go,
yeah,
Mo.
hopefully I
So,
saved myself there. But yeah, no.
otherwise, Mo would follow you everywhere and give you shit. Uh, yeah, Mo gives me hob for being a weeb, but I don't keep up with it all that much either. Um,
Yeah. Like
like I
I think
have
the
some
last time I watched an anime was I don't know, the beginning of the year or last year, like I really don't really keep up with it at all.
Yeah, like a few months ago, I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho because I hadn't watched it in years.
Yeah.
I'll watch some of that again, but I haven't even finished it. I got so many episodes in, and I just haven't went back to watch it again.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, I watched Girls Owned Panzer like a year or two ago.
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
I watched it with my niece. Uh, you what? Oh Lord. Oh my. So what's your future plans then after this
Well,
campaign?
yeah,
Obviously, we've
so
got
like
the new seasons coming up.
yeah, I got Seasons Volume 3 Part 1 coming up. I'm going to be splitting it into a few parts because it's going to be such a huge book. I think it's going to end up being around like 160 pages. So I didn't want to put that out all at once and pay for that all up front all at once. But um I got Seasons Volume 3 in the works, and then I got Man Child Issue 3, and I plan to both crowdfund both of those next year. And then I'm also working on a post-apocalyptic noir story that I hope to um, pitch to publishers and possibly crowdfund too. So we'll see. But yeah, I got a few things in the pipeline, so I'm excited to keep making stories, and I hope hopefully with the Fabled Offering, people enjoy it. I hope to continue that story if people really like it. So
Okay. And what setup you got there? What is that, Mike? You sound good.
uh,
I like your sound
thank you.
quality.
This is a Blue Yeti X.
Okay, because I got this was it Snowball,
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
but I hooked it up and everything, and everybody said that the sound quality sound okay, if not worse. I was like, oh, well, never mind then.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I like you
Well, I'm
sound
not
pretty
using
clear,
it.
but
I'm not using it right now.
oh, well, you should. I don't know. You should. Yeah, you should plug it in, or I don't
I think
know. Like,
I think they said that I think they said that I have to like go into the options and mess with it and adjust it and do all this. I was like, I don't know none of that stuff, so I haven't
oh
messed with
yeah,
it.
they do
Uh,
have some. Like this came with some presets, and so you can just click, on each preset and hear yourself and kind of see what you like best. But I know there's some customizable options, and I really like it. It's been so many people have told me like finally someone with a good microphone, like going on their streams and whatever. And I'm like, oh, cool.
let's see. We got low spec Linux, low spec Linux laptop. Says the girls owned Panzer trailer is so good. Haven't watched it. How can it live up to the trailer? LOL. Okay. I have not actually. I have watched the show that was on I think Netflix, but I have not watched. What was it like the movies and all this other stuff that they've got of them? Apparently, I watched the things on Netflix. The show with my niece. I
Mm.
liked it because it involved like his historical tanks and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Even though it was ridiculous. And she kind of liked it because it was just like a fun little anime thing. So it was fun to do together. Watch together.
cool.
Uh, Soul says, I suggest checking Nandor's Linktree. Interesting stuff. And you can read seasons 1 to 2 online. Yeah, there you go. So everybody can get a, if you're curious about Nandor's writing, you can go on there, read the seasons 1 and 2. You like that? Well, maybe go check out Fabled Offering. Maybe go
That's
back.
right.
We got Courtney. Hello, Courtney. You're popping in here towards the end, I'd say, because we're probably getting ready to wrap this baby up. Low Spec says he likes his snowball mic. Yeah, okay, maybe I need to start figuring out how to use mine then. Boost the gain. I don't know what that is. I don't know tech. I'm out in the backwoods of West Virginia. I don't know all this machinery and whatnot.
That just kind of means like how much, from what I understand, how much it picks up your voice. So like for me, I talk really soft, so I have to boost the gain on it so that the microphone will actually pick up my voice and have it be clearer. But
okay. Courtney says, "Hi Mo, my car is still in the shop. I had to get a rental, a sweet pimped out minivan. I'm driving it to the mountains in a few hours. Oh, nice. You're going up in the mountains, are you? That sounds like fun. Are you going camping or something? Let's see. Minivan sounds like you're moving on up." Let's see. I'm not sure if SLL is intended to be a tongue twister in general or specifically for Chris. I don't know. It's not Andor, even if it's tempting. That's right. That's right. It's not Andor, everybody. It's Nandor. Low spec. He's like me with tech stuff. Yeah. Pimp Mama. Old Courtney over there. Let's see. Yes, everybody. Everybody, go check out Fabled Offering. You still got 27 days left, so you got plenty of time if you need to save up a couple more paychecks before you go back in anything. It does look pretty neat. I like the look of it.
Thank you.
It might be, gosh, I haven't backed something in a while. I haven't backed any crowdfunders in a good while. So maybe that might be my first one in a while. I don't know. We'll see. If I can even still, hopefully I can back things again. I can get into my
I hope so.
Oh, and the sad part was
someone get us to backer number 60. I've been staring at that number 59 for a while. I'd love to have 60 backers.
You know what really sucks? I went before Kickstarter decided to yeet me. I had reached out to a bunch of people about coming on the show. This was in early September, and I got like almost everybody that I had reached out to. Like I got like 5 or 6 people responded and everything, and it was like I can't message them. I can't respond.
Yeah.
All those people probably think I just blew them off. Oh, it sucks so much. So now I got to respond to them and be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Kickstarter, yeeted me out of existence."
Yeah, no. I hope they should be able to understand. And if anything, maybe you can find them either on Facebook or Instagram or something.
It sucks because their books looked interesting. There was a couple of them that looked really neat, and I was really hoping to have them on, but nope. Well, sucks. Let me see. Courtney says, "Dude, it's like a limo van, not a minivan. It's a 2023 Chrysler Voyager." Ooh.
I bet that's nice. Yeah.
Fancy. She's sharing out now. Hold on.
Thank you.
Sugar Kickstarter was intended for crowdfunding campaigns, not sexual harassment campaigns. Good Lord. I ain't sexually harassing nobody. I ain't got time for that. Calm down, phone. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to start to wrap this thing up because there's an auction coming up here at about 4:30. There's going to be an auction down at Encore, and they've got comics.
Very cool.
I seen some
Nice.
I seen some Wolverine comics and stuff, so I might run down there. They also got some cabinets and everything, so I'm gonna go. I might go down and see if they got any bookshelves. Nandor, you don't. Every time I do these streams, I have to hear about how I've got a built-in bookshelf in the other room,
Hmm.
built into the wall, and it's not a big bookshelf, but I've put manga in there, my manga collection.
Yeah.
My floppies are in long boxes and stuff, and my graphic novels are just kind of in cabinets and stuff. I have to hear every day about how I put the manga in a bookshelf, but I don't have my comics in a bookshelf, and so I need to find me some bookshelves. So if I can go up
Yeah.
there and find some for cheap, I might pick them up. So they'll quit giving me hob. Let's
That's
see.
right.
Oh, Marinus is popping in. Marinus, hail, hail. I don't know if you can see the screen, Mr. Marinus, but you might be interested. Uh, wait, where'd it go? You might be interested in this book here. It's called, where'd it go? Gosh dang it, there it is. Fabled, there. I was looking for the tab. It's called The Fabled Offering, number one. It's got a very kind of like heavy metal or older, painted European style. The covers are all kind of neat and interesting with a variety going on. But the interiors, look at that first page, Marinus. Come on. Look at that. Ain't that wild? You might be interested in something like that. Let's see. Suga proudly displays his monger degeneracy but treats Western comics like his dirty little secret. That is a lie, Mo. That is a lie. Like when people walk in, there is Western comics everywhere, scattered all over the place. I am not hiding my
Like
Western
don't
comics.
look in the cabinets. Don't look in the cabinets.
Yeah. Like I've got Western. I got floppies right there. As soon as you open the door, boom, you're staring at them because they're sitting on my one desk. Oh Lord. Courtney says I dig it. Nice, nice. Sub to Marinus, the unboxing addict. That's right. Let's see. Old pepper eater, whatever, whatnot. There's the link again. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, Marinus. I was wondering if you was gonna pop in the stream today because I figured you might be interested in looking at this one. Like that's some neat art. All right, but anyway, oh gosh dang it, there's Hex popping in
Hey, there's Hex. Hey.
right when I'm trying to wrap this thing up. How you doing, X? Whoa, what is this? I thought you were going to be wearing a dress from now on. No, I was not. Courtney, don't you go spreading that. Then everybody's going to start telling me to wear a dress. I wore a dress one time for y'all when I got my 1,000 subscribers. I wore it to the con. That's all you get. We'd have to meet some sort of other big goal before I'd go do another embarrassing stuff like that again. I'd have to like get monetized or something. Sugar claims he hides all his comics in his closet so his talking Urkel dog can watch over them. My Urkel dog's in the storage room. Leave him alone. If you offer your comic in a Facebook group, Marinus will buy 3 bricks of it. Gosh dang it, Courtney. Did you get him to wrap contents under pressure for you, Courtney? Oh, there you go. Let's see. The big goal will be Sugar finally being comfortable in his own skin. Shut up, Mo. All right, all right. We gotta let Nandor go. He's got things to do. He's a big mover and shaker over there. He's got all these books to work on. He's got a campaign to promote. He's got all sorts of stuff. So thanks, Nandor, for joining us. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me again. I love sharing this with your viewers, and great to talk about it.
Yeah, it's quite the interesting looking book. I'm sure folks will be happy when they get it in their hands. And thanks everybody in the chat for joining us. You'll probably get more followers should it trans is in. What? I'm not trans. Gosh dang it. Don't be spreading that, Courtney. Come on now. All right. Thanks everybody in the chat for joining us. Like Soul says, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Always the more people who join us in the chat and BS around, the more eyes we get on these folks' campaigns, and the more we can help them. And I will see you all in the next one. I think. Let me think here. I think my next guest will be on Monday, and I think it's Irene. I got to double check and make sure, but I think it's Irene. She's going to be joining us and talking about her book. Always love to have Irene with us. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Laters.